Greetings, fellow fleetmates. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Ashes of the Domain. Episode 16, Pather Payback. Alright, next up. I wanted to figure out what I'm going to do with the Aurora. But I wanted an Aurora in my hand first. So, the idea that I had for the Aurora is... probably want hardened shields. I might want safety overrides, so it moves around faster. I'm not 100% sure about that. I like high mobility Auroras, personally. Shield conversion front might be useful for them as well, so that it becomes omnidirectional. That would be pretty strong. I don't want to S-mod anything in for it right now. But yeah, I'll do safety overrides, shield convert, hardened shields. Yeah, so I like the way this is built. In terms of weapons, that's really what it comes down to, is what weapons are going to put on it. So back to the ship. Because once I come up with, like, a design, I can just manufacture a whole bunch of them. So, what do I have for manufacturing? So, taking a look at this again, I have 3 small synergy hardpoints in the front. 3 ion cannons. Then I have a medium hardpoint. Or medium, yeah, hardpoint. Maybe phase lances, or I could do beams. I could also do pulse lasers. I have pulse lasers blueprint. Basically, I'm not trying to min-max it. I just want to go off of what I have access to and do 2 heavy blasters for this sides. So we'll do a pulse laser here, and then heavy blasters for the 2 sides. And then for these slots, maybe burst PD? They're what? Small... Alright, let's sort by size. Small energy. Before I commit to that, let me take a look at it again. So we do have this medium synergy, which I could do heavy burst lasers, but I can't manufacture heavy burst lasers, so it's bad to put those in because I won't be able to make more than one of them. A bit of a head scratcher. So maybe what I'll do is 2 burst PDs in the front, 2 burst PDs in the here and here, or 3 burst maybe 3 burst PDs. I'll keep it really cheap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burst PDs. I don't know. I don't like it, but I'm not sure I have access to weapons that I'd prefer to put in. That's the thing. I don't have ion beams as a blueprint. I'll have to shop for the ion beam I'm missing for the Paragon. That's... The way I'm setting up my flagship can be different than what I can manufacture myself, because my flagship is a one-off. I'm trying to come up with a an Aurora that I can mass produce, so I can have like 6 of them or 10 of them or whatever, you know? So coming up with a design with the blueprints I have available that I can mass produce is very different than my one-off flagship. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burst PD for the Aurora. So 3 ion cannons, 2 heavy blasters, 2 pulse lasers, or actually 1 pulse laser per, but I already have a pulse laser, so I'm going to remove that, and then 5 burst PD, and I'll see how I'll play with it. So I think what I want to do is I want to field one of these Aurora, see how I like it, and then modify it with what I can manufacture. Basically, I want to come up with a blueprint for what I like my Auroras to be, and then roll out a whole bunch of them. So while that cooks, I think while that cooks, I am going to experiment with Aurora designs and hire hire commanders. So I'm planning on heading back into the core, looking for any commanders. Basically, I want to fill out my officers up to max, so I need 4 more officers. There's none hired here. I'm not going to take bounties for pirates. And let's check out Dolio, see if there's anyone to be hired there too. In fact, by the time I go over to Dolio... Oh! That looks like Tritac's raid fleet. But I don't have a crisis yet. I'm confused. They're probably setting up for one, I guess. Nope, no officers. Actually, the 940 wreck drugs delivered to Umbra? Sure. And I'll find buyers for the other drugs. Oh, I forgot I have an atlas at Nabla that I can pick up. So just to pay a little bit more of the bills, I'll do some smuggling into the core while I look for the commanders. Alright, the Atlas is going to get raffled off now, not the Aurora, because I'm not using the Aurora at the moment. So raffle timer up for the Atlas. And I'm going to do a AUG drive build-in. And then this is going to be the BFA Atlas, and we'll save the design so that I can just auto-fit the BFA Atlas. Done. So this is BFA unnamed. Efficiency overhaul, survey equipment. Oh, I probably don't need survey equipment. So efficiency overhaul and cargo. That should be what the BFA Atlas is. Let's fix that. Cool. So I got my 2 Atlases. And that means I can move even more drugs into the core. Wow, no one wants heavy armaments. Chancellor and other people want the heavy machinery. I'm sure there'll be buyers. There's always buyers for components. Kanta wants Vaudals, I'm sure. Yep. And Kanta apparently wants Marines. So we'll head to Kanta first with Vaudals and Marines and then do the rest of the trades. 3,000 drugs. But I do have to drop some of them off to Qaras, so I have to make sure that I don't sell them before I get to Qaras. Ooh! I just saw one of my defense fleets and had 2 Paragons in it. That's nasty. And most of the weapons for the Aurora are already done. So we'll hook up the Aurora in a minute with all that jazz. The big triangle ship is the Paragon, yeah. It's a high-energy capital ship. Let's go to Qaras first, just because I know me. I'm going to forget to hand off the drugs. And we need to stay off the radar of any of the local PD, because I have 3,000 drugs in my ship right now. So, yeah, it'd be a bit of a problem if they pulled me over. Qaras wants the heavy machinery as well, so I'll sell them to them as well. Oh boy! Oh, it's pirate raiders. Alright, fine. You want to fight me? I'll be solo. I don't care. You want to get messed up? You get messed up for free! I will happily hand out butt kicking to any pirate that thinks they can screw me over of my profits. Yo, lay off my mule. Pirates, is this going how you thought it would go? Because, I feel like I'm punching babies here. And I didn't start today going, you know what, I want to punch some babies, but it's sure how it's turning out. You thought we were gonna lose? Yeah, no. No. I know how to build paragons. We weren't gonna lose. We were gonna smoke them. And smoke them we did. Yo, can you stop? I'm here to deliver drugs to you, you ignoramus. Fine. You want to blow up? You get to blow up too. God, so rude. Also, the name of the atlas is the Simply Fig. Wolves are kind of hard to kill. I'm gonna kill the wolf first. We'll jump around. Really, wolf? It's gonna be hard for you to leave my range. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wolves can be annoying because they teleport around, but when you have a range of a bajillion, it's hard to teleport out of that, you know? Is Paragon best for my fighting style? Probably, yeah. I like just being a laser behemoth. I can use other ships pretty well. Pegasus, or Onslaughts and Pegasus is pretty well. And there we go, colony crisis of a blockade from the Persian League. Got it. Unfortunately, something happened here and I can't do my mission. I have 160 days to complete it, and I can't actually go to Qaras for 90 of those. That's stupid. like what the hell? Fine. Whatever. I will sell Thule, Chancellodon, Kanta, Chancellodon. Alright, I'll go to Chancellodon next. Paragon to produced in 26 days. So I'm going to, oops, queue up 2 more Auroras, and I want to get back to Nabla to test drive the Aurora that we have. See if I like it. Because we have a very annoying blockade coming, and I need to be prepared for it. Let's go on Kanta. Okay, we have some money. Marath. Qaras. I can't trade with Qaras. So we'll sell that to Marath. We can go to Umbra for drugs or Thule. And Kanta for the Valdals and the Marines. Let's do Thule next. We're close to Thule. Yeah, I could have used story points to avoid that fight, but whatever. I don't like to get attacked by pirates without, you know. Number of ships that can be deployed in combat is somewhat influenced by the relative size of the fleets. Yes. It's more influenced by, well, it's, you know, up to 30 ships, but it's also heavily influenced by your captain. Oh. You know what? Yeah, I'll story point it for me being a potato. I deserve that. The quest for drugs were to Umbra. Oh! Right. I went to the wrong spot. You are correct about that. So let's go deliver them to Umbra. Do I still have them? Yeah, I still have them. Umbra is southwest. Right here. Alright, there we go. Rusty's drugs. There's really not a good buyer. Yeah, there's not a good buyer. I might want to hold on to them. So I should go to Mariath for the heavy machinery, and then eventually Kanta for the Valdals. And hold on to the drugs until there's, like, demand for them. Because selling at a loss seems dumb. I also need to get home to start outfitting the fleet for the defense. So once we hit 600, there will be an impending blockade, and then the blockade will be dispatched in about... oh, jeez. In about 6 months. or 2 months. Sorry, bye. So preparing for the first crisis is going to be real important. And I'm going to need a heck of a fleet to be able to deal with the blockade, because the blockade don't screw around. Well, they don't want Marines anymore. I'm just going to sell them. I literally cannot be bothered to keep ferrying them around. Epiphany wants the drugs? Good. You want to chase me? Good luck. I'm faster. Thank you, S-modded burn drive. Alright, so this is the last run I make. I know I didn't end up hiring a lot of commanders. I've been mostly just, like, drug dealing. But we have a really nice nest egg now. To be able to, deal with, the raid fleets. So... there is one thing I could do in the meantime, which will buy me some time, which would be smart, which is to destroy the Pather base, which will reduce my colony crisis a little bit. So I'm going to go pick up the Auroras that I have and the Paragon that I have. Do I have the Paragon yet? Yeah. And go crush that Pather base that I've been leaving because I didn't have the means to until now. The current priority is destroy the Path base. I'm not interested in artificially bolstering my deployment points with like cheap battleships because they're going to be really expensive to run. I'd rather just have an elite fighting force rather than like a garbage fleet. So there are cheap battleships that you could do that with, like the Pirate Atlases and the like, but it doesn't interest me in terms of gameplay. Okay. Let's do this thing. Take. And let's go ahead and do another giveaway for these ships that I'm bringing out of dry dock. So one of these Auroras I literally don't have weapons for. But let's see about the other Paragon. The issue with the other Paragon is I don't think the other Paragons I'm going to S-mod AUG drives for. This Paragon... Actually, you know what? This Paragon can be a mimic of my Paragon. More or less. And then, because I had enough tack lances for it. And then future Paragons can go ahead and use... So it won't be perfect. But the future Paragons can start using the auto-pulse lasers design. So these two ships are pretty close in design. And let's see. We're going to do turret gyros, hardened shields, stabilized and solar shielding. AUG's thrusters, and maybe one other mod. Accelerated shields? Okay. So this is our unnamed. And I'm not going to auto-fit this because this is, again, kind of a one-off. I think I just sniped a whole bunch of the parts that I intended to use for the Aurora. Which is unfortunate. So I might stick around I really just need 2 burst PD lasers in the back. This isn't exactly the design I had in mind, but it's close. So if I take the other Aurora, what do we need for this? We need the 3 ion cannons. We need the pulse laser. We need the burst. Okay, so we need basically everything. So let's try to hook up both. Three ion cannons. Actually, we'll do 6 because we have another Aurora coming out. And then 2 pulse lasers, 2 heavy blasters, or 4 of each. Sorry, I'm being confusing. 4 heavy blasters, 4 pulse lasers. 1, 2, 3, 4 burst PDs per ship, so 8 burst PDs total. There we go. I'm also going to queue up another Paragon. And the new Paragon is going to use the Autopulse. I think I already have the Autopulse lasers here. Yeah, I already have 4 Autopulse lasers. So the new Paragon is going to use 2 Gravs, I'm not going to count the TAC lasers and burst PD because they're so cheap, I'll just mass manufacture them. 2 Gravs and 4 pulse lasers. It's not perfect, but it will do in a pinch. Man, we are prepping for war. So I'm going to stick around for Blue Shift, or for this unnamed Aurora to be done. So for now, while I'm just sitting here, I'll just put those away, and I'm just passing time, waiting for some of those weapons to be manufactured so that we can go kill the path base. And this is the Alliance detachment. It doesn't look too bad. That's not even the main, that's just the detachment. Okay, so we have some namings to do. So, the Paragon's name is going to be the Starsector. I guess I'll take these out of dry dock, because I can't name them otherwise. Aurora number 1 is the Radlocker. And Radlocker, I'm assuming you're going to want to be the Aurora rather than the Mule. Aurora number 2 is going to be the Fangface. And the third is going to be Radlocker again. I'm going to re-roll that. Is going to be the Turtle. Cool. In terms of weapons, I have the burst PDs. So this is what I am going to say is the BFA Aurora. So current variant. I might actually get rid of this pulse laser in lieu of, like... Yeah, alright. I'm changing my mind. I'm reducing its total weapon count. Just putting 1 burst PD laser in and avoiding using this just so that it has some capacitors or vents. So this is the design. And I'll tweak it from here on out. But this is at least version number 1. And we can't get it perfect with the other ships. So there, I need to wait for some of the weapons to be manufactured, which they're currently being. So I think what I'll do is the ships that aren't done, the Fangface and the Turtle, are just going to stay here for now. And instead I'll take the Eradicators and the Mora with me to the base, as well as the little ships. And then the Radlocker is going to be the... Oh, Draco, you already have a ship. But I'm going to rename your ship. I'm going to assume that you're going to want to be the Mule, because I go around with the Mule constantly. At some point, I'm just going to be okay with duplicate names, but for now, at least I'll set them up right. So you are the Jungian. Done. Super confusing, I know, but alright. So the Paragon is coming out. I want Searoot in it. The Aurora is coming out. I want Kadath in it. And then we'll do Eradicator, and that's all my captains. We'll obviously need to field more crew. That's too much. A little bit more than that, because I'm sure I'm going to have some losses. 2,500. Max out my fuel, max out my supplies. Not max supplies, but a lot of supplies. And I think we're all set. I think my ships are all set to go. We're ready to be fielded. Field tested. I think this is a fleet that can handle the base. I hope. Oh, the Mora needs another name? That it does. Ciceron Pacare. Sorry if I spelled it wrong. It's a long name. And I'm distractible. Okay. This is a hell of a fleet. Here we go. Should be enough, I'd imagine. So the Luddic Path base is at Zeta Zenar. And this is a bit of a rematch for me, I guess. Because I went there thinking it was a tier 1 base, and it was a tier 3 base, and it kicked my absolute butt. You want some? Maybe I shouldn't burn myself in the Corona. Yeah, big stick time, exactly. Ha! No one's guarding it! I did an interdiction pulse to make them piss off, and they did exactly as I asked. This is not going to be too hard. This is like an overkill deployment. But you know, better over than under. Mule, you stay behind. Field test time! I saved before I left, so it should be fine. I can hear Flood of the Valkyries playing in my head now. So the Auroras are able to disengage pretty quickly when max flux. I like that. That's going to be really handy against Ordo once I'm trying to clear pre-collapse facilities. Basically, I want to design an Aurora that can take out Ordos effectively, because Ordos are really hard to kill. Oh, this is glorious. Glorious destruction. No path for you. Ah! Aura! Come on, man! Watch where you flying. Or I'll be frying. Let's go for the Bastion. So, because of tack lances and their accuracy, I can snake around their shields and hit components behind the shields, which is just glorious. It's not something the AI obviously attempts to do. AI is too dumb, but I ain't too dumb. Alright, one armor module down. I'll try to punch them right where they're missing armor now. And the other Paragon's helping me out here, so it's not just my flux pool, it's both of ours, which makes a pretty big difference. Oops, I almost hit the Omen back there. Oh, nice! I was about to get torpedoed and the other Paragon shot it down. Thank you, point defense. So the safety overrides does make the Auroras lose combat readiness quickly, but they're super fast as a result. So one thing I could do is I could put captains in there that have high combat readiness to compensate for that, but I do like the safety overridden auras a lot. I think that was the right choice. And big-a-boom. Yo, monitor, back up. You're about to blow up. Monitor, back up. The monitor... Oh, it survived. I thought it was going to get blown up. Well, there goes the path base. I would say it worked. I don't think that the auras are perfect, but I like them a lot. And then the huge benefit of that is we lost a lot of threat. So I got minus 90 off of that battle, I think. Yep, minus 90 from that path base. So we bought us a lot of time before the blockade, which is phenomenal because I need to tinker with the fleets and prepare a little bit more. Huge thumbs up from me. That was exactly what I wanted it to do. What I can do now is attempt to clear pre-collapse facilities. So once the weapons, and they're probably done, most of the weapons are done. Once the weapons and paragons are done, ooh, a research station, speaking of which, clearing the pre-collapse facilities so that I can get more research and get like orbital works and things like that, which are going to be really important. Coward. Do the auras need something durable? Yes, so mixing auras and monitors would be a really good solution. Having the auras have monitor wings. I don't think I can manufacture monitors yet, but I should be looking for that blueprint. Because there's a lot of synergy between those two. What's the usual red missile that does a lot of damage? Typhoon, Reapers, Reaper. There's a bunch of like red missiles, dumbfire missiles, Cyclone. We got Marines. Retribution battlecruiser. So, Portapane, you asked before about cheap battleships that you can field Retribution would be a cheap battleship that you can field for deployment points. Retributions controlled by the AI are like super garbage. Controlled by the player, they're not so bad. Or alternatively, the Atlas pirates are another one. The AI is a little bit better at controlling Atlas pirates than Retribution, but Retributions are like super garbage. They're rather hilarious. Okay, that's done. While we're here, might as well check to see if there's other things. Nope. Okay. I was just seeing if there was like a research station around the black hole. Sometimes there is. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ashes of the Domain, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 7th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.